Welcome to episode number 4 of the IUPUI Coaches Show. We are once again at Back 9 Golf Entertainment downtown Indianapolis. The thing that is different about today's show is the fact that they're open here at Back 9 today. Normally I say, hey, you can't join us. We appreciate you being with us on Twitter and YouTube and ISC Sports Network.com. But you got to wait until 4 o'clock. Well, because it's a holiday, Back 9 is open today. And I can also tell you our friends at Back 9 are now 4 for 4 in terms of excellent hospitality and tremendous food. Today it was either the chicken or salmon Caesar salad and broccoli and cheddar soup. And my portion has been long gone before the show ever tipped off. Now, we also want to welcome our special guest. Second time she's been joining us in the program. Today our focus is women's basketball, and it's IUPUI head coach Kate Bruce. Her team off of one of their most impressive performances of the season, a 20-point win against Robert Morris in the Jungle yesterday afternoon. Hello, Coach. How are you?
Hi. I'm great. I always love to see you after a win.
Of course that's the case, and it's amazing how much easier it is to win when you make 11 three-pointers, right?
Right? Yeah, that definitely helps. You know, I've never felt like our shooters were as bad as the percentages were saying. I think we just have not been clicking and finding that chemistry on offense and getting ourselves great shots. And I think it's continuing to get better. You know, we lost to NKU, but we scored in the 80s in that game. And now coming into this Robert Morris game, who's a very good defensive team, and scoring 70, like we're trending in the right direction offensively. And that's really exciting for me, and defensively.
Well, maybe a sign of what your season has been about. One of the players that will join us today made 5 three-pointers yesterday, and I see her in a walking boot today. Just kind of an indication as to what you've been dealing with all season long, right?
Yeah, it is. You know, she's battled through some stuff, and she's playing through pain, and we appreciate her doing that. And Faith's a great shooter. I've been recruiting. I mean, I recruited her when I was at my last school. So I've been a big fan of hers, and I know what she's capable of, and she just continues to get more comfortable. And it was just exciting for her. You know, she's putting the work in, she's shooting extra, and I felt like she deserved those. And honestly, Jaela's here too, and she's been shooting the ball terrific too. So I'm excited about the progress there.
From a health standpoint, how's your team doing here in the middle of February?
We're good. You know, everybody's back who's going to be back this season. And like I said, for some reason, there was just a bit of a chemistry on the court. You know, the style of basketball we play, it kind of relies on understanding people's abilities. And because of the injuries and the setbacks, it just felt like we could never have, you know, a full squad practicing in practice before the game. And right now it kind of feels like we're starting to get there. And I don't know if it's too late. You know, last time we talked, I'm like, you want to play your best basketball in February and March? Well, we're getting close to March, and now I do feel like we're going in the right direction. And there's no team in our conference that we're not capable of beating if we can play together and play hard for 40 minutes. We still have to be more consistent. Even yesterday, great defensive effort, 9 points first quarter, 10 points or 11 points second quarter we gave up, and then it's a 20-point third quarter. And then we're back to 10 again. So if we could just put 4 quarters together, there is no stopping us.
And as we sit here and have this conversation, you are 15 days away from the start of the Horizon League tournament. First couple of rounds on campus. Then obviously the goal is to make the semifinals. It means you get to play here in Indianapolis at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum on March 11th and 12th. So you've got 2 more weeks left to go. What are you trying to kind of fine-tune these next 2 weeks leading into the postseason?
Yeah, kind of all the things we just touched on. You know, we spent a lot of time on defense these last few days leading into that Robert Morris game, and it just as a coach, I mean, this is what you love to see. I saw a collective effort of our players trying to make the adjustments we've been working on. We've been trying to foul less. You know, we can't give opponents easy points at the free throw line. Sure. Last time we played Cleveland State, who we play on Wednesday, they shot 38 free throws against us. We gave up 31 points just from the foul line. And then still offensively cleaning up the turnovers. Bring it up again. Last time we played Cleveland State, we had 28 turnovers, which gave them 42 points off our turnovers. So you take away those free throw points at the free throw and points off the turnovers, all of a sudden it's a whole different ball game. So if we can just keep working together and be consistent, then I like our chances on Wednesday.
And for those that don't know, Cleveland State and Green Bay are locked at the number 1 and 2 spots in the league, battling it out for the number 1 seed in terms of the league tournament. Cleveland State last year won the league tournament, won 30 games, and played in the NCAA tournament. So if you feel you can hang with them, again, they're not just one of the best teams in your league. They're a top 100 team in Division I basketball. that tells me you got a lot of confidence in your team.
Yeah, I mean, even at their place, going into the fourth quarter, we're down 10 points. And unfortunately, bad quarter, they score 27, we score 6. You can't do that against great teams. And so we need to have some maturity and some growth there. And like I said, we're trending in the right direction, and that's all a coach can ask for.
All right, so you're winding down to the last couple weeks of the regular season. Tell me about the seniors, that this is going to be the end of the line for them. And because of COVID, I have completely lost track of eligibility and how many players play how many years at this point. Who are the ones that you know their careers are winding down in these next few games?
Yeah, so Jasmine Turner and Talia Walton will physically run out of eligibility. So we'll definitely be celebrating them on Saturday. And then JC Jones, I believe she has a COVID year. She hasn't decided what she's going to do. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and honor her as well. 3 terrific players. You know, Jasmine started out the season great, and unfortunately a quick injury against Ohio State. And I got to say, she's worked herself back, and even last game, she had a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, and she's starting to look like herself again. And that's really exciting for us as a team because she is a very, very talented, just a natural talent. And then Talia Walton's been huge for us. Unfortunately, injuries on and off, shoulder, you know, so they've meant a lot to us this year. They're very talented. And then JC Jones, you know, it's been nice to watch her evolution, right? She didn't play her first 3 years. She came off the bench, and now, you know, she's starting, and she's a very great role player for us.
All right, tell us about the 2 young ladies that will be joining us here in the next couple of segments of the show.
Yeah, so we have Jaela Johnson and Faith Stinson, and we touched a little bit. They're both shooting the ball great. But they're just those kids like a coach's dream, because they're going to come every day. They're going to work hard. They're going to do what you ask. They're going to put extra work outside of basketball. And I think the most exciting thing for me is both of them are able to come back next year. And if we can get a nice core coming back next year and then add a couple other pieces, we're really looking forward to what we're going to be capable of in the future.
And we're going to get to this when Jaela joins us, but that, I believe, is going to be her 7th year of college basketball. So she'll be Dr. Jaela Johnson by the time we get done.
Yeah, it looks like it's going that way. And
if they keep giving you free education, Jaela, take it as long as you possibly can.
That's what I try to preach to my players. Don't start real life. Do not do that if you don't have to.
We would all go back in your shoes and go back to playing college athletics if we could. We'll have that conversation on camera coming up in a matter of moments. Last 2 home games, depending on how maybe seeds play out in terms of the conference tournament. Let's talk about playing at the Jungle. It's a building I know well. What's it like having that as your home court, and where you practice, home court advantage, et cetera?
Yeah, we love playing at the Jungle. It's just such a fun atmosphere. I mean, obviously you're going to shoot better at a place you're practicing every day. And so we're excited to keep the momentum going with these 2 last home games. And then, you know, I'd like to see us play better on the road. We've only won 1 game on the road this year against Evansville early on in our non-conference. And I would like to see us take this momentum, win 2 games at home, and then let's go on the road and get 2 more wins, and let's really feel good going into tourney time. 4
games left for IUPUI. Again, 2 of them are at home, and again, still potentially a chance to maybe get a home game as the number 8 seed in the conference tournament, which would be Tuesday, March 5th. But for sure, we know the last 2 chances in the regular season to see Kate's team in action will be Wednesday against a really good Cleveland State team coming up at 7. Purdue-Fort Wayne, frankly, is right behind them in the standings, whom they play on Saturday afternoon at 2. IUPUIJags.com/tickets has more. Or simply put, get there before game time. We will find a way to get you in the building.
Yes.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much.
Good luck
Thanks
this
for having
week.
me today.
You've got it. Let's thank our friends at Katz, Sapper, and Miller that make this show possible. They're an advisory firm based right here in Indianapolis. KSM believes we all have a role to play in supporting the communities where we work and live, and the firm is committed to playing their part. KSM is proud to support many mission-driven organizations such as Jaguar Athletics, who is dedicated to providing and enhancing life-changing opportunities for IUPUI student-athletes. Let's go Jags. We'll go to break, and one of those aforementioned student-athletes will be joining us next. We are live at Back 9 Golf Entertainment in downtown Indianapolis. It is the weekly IUPUI Coaches Show right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gym and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead. We don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with boldness and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow.
Going the extra mile happens every day here at Perf Jones.
College is one of the biggest milestones you will undergo in your lifetime.
It's the excitement, I think, of knowing what you're producing is going to be on someone's wall with their diploma. It's pride, it's loyalty, it's passion. I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Welcome back. We are live at Back 9 Golf Entertainment in downtown Indianapolis. And again, you can join us. Normally on Mondays, they don't open until 4. But today, because of the holiday, happy President's Day to you, they open at 11 a.m. Food is fantastic here. There's one more place I want to tell you about where the food's fantastic, too. That's our friends at Taylor's Bakery. Again, Taylor's Bakery, a great sponsor of IUPUI, Indy's oldest full-line bakery whose mission is to bake happiness into every bite. Taylor's is a 6-time WeddingWire.com award winner and recently crowned the best bakery in Indy in 2024 by Nextdoor. Indulge in their custom cakes, irresistible donuts, Danish's other amazing treats. Taylor's is rooted in a relentless commitment to quality, reliability, and community. Find them at 6216 Allisonville Road and on East 116th Street in Fishers. Taylor's Bakery, tailor-made for you. Since 1913, we talked about the 2 student athletes joining us. Faith Stinson won the toss and had to go first as far as the interviews are concerned today. 5 3-pointers and 17 points in total in the victory over Robert Morris yesterday. Hello, Faith. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. The program says you're 6'2", right?
Yes.
All right. 6'2" players usually in women's college basketball aren't 3-point shooters.
Yes.
All right. So tell me about how you became such a good 3-point shooter.
It kind of started in high school. Going off of my freshman and sophomore year, we had a bigger post player, so I was also inside, but I was also having to learn like my perimeter game. And then junior, senior year, also like continued to develop. And then once I got into my freshman year of college, 6'2", 6'1.5", whatever you want to call it.
You can round up. It's fine.
That's not that's not center big in Division I college basketball. So when I spent my first year at Akron, so I was really developing my 3-point shot, my perimeter skills, because there were girls that were bigger than me that were playing that center 5. So.
All right. So after 1 year at Akron, why was IUPUI the right place for you to keep playing?
Like Coach Kate mentioned before, she recruited me the first time around. We had a really good connection, her and Coach Johnny. So I always kind of knew, I really liked their coaching staff and the way that Coach Kate was as a coach and her coaching style. So it just kind of fell right into place how it should have.
Now, you're an Ohio native, so you're not too far away from home, but how do you like living in Indianapolis so far?
It's been a lot of fun. Being right downtown in the city, there's a lot of different things to do. And, we just had the NBA All-Star event, so it was cool to be able to walk around and see all the different things they had going, such as like pop-up stores and activities and things like that. So there's definitely been a lot of fun and activities to do outside of basketball.
And obviously you got the luck of the draw. The men's team was in Detroit for the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
You guys got to have a home game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, what all events did you kind of check out this weekend?
The weather kind of put a damper on it
Sure.
a little bit just because it was really cold. But yesterday, after the game, my family was able to come. We went out and walked a little bit around downtown and just kind of saw the different displays they had on. They had like a Foot Locker downtown that they put up for it, which was cool to see, and then different like arts and murals and things like that. So.
If there was an NBA All-Star player or WNBA All-Star player for that matter you would like to meet, who would it be?
I would go WNBA, and I would say Brianna Stewart. She's someone I've really tried to model my game off of, and I really enjoy watching her play. So
Very cool. All right, I know from a wins and losses standpoint, this has not been the year that you and your teammates had hoped for. It's just kind of your thoughts as to how you're playing heading into the conference tournament here in a couple of weeks, getting a big win yesterday.
Yeah, we've definitely had a rough start to the season. We've dealt with a lot of injuries and having to play limited numbers because of people's injuries, but I think we're definitely all clicking at the right time, and we're all getting back to healthy at the right time going into March. So I'm excited for what all we have in store for this upcoming postseason.
All right, I mentioned it. Injury-wise, you're literally wearing a walking boot. You can't see it off camera. So
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm doing good. Something I've been dealing with for a while. We're just playing as tolerable and have training staff at IUPUI has been really good in making sure I'm getting my treatment and having all the things I need to be able to play at a high level.
Next up is Cleveland State. Again, they and Green Bay are the top 2 teams in the league, but it sounds like in Coach's mind, you guys have a shot against the Vikings coming up on Wednesday. I guess your thoughts on that and some of the things you're keying on for that game coming up Wednesday night.
Yeah, Cleveland State's a very good team offensively and defensively. Our team is more than capable than going in and causing an upset in the Horizon League. With the way we've been playing and the way that we can continue to play, I think we definitely have a fair shot. And anyone's beatable, I believe, in the Horizon League. So I'm excited to see how this matchup goes.
All right, final thing, and frankly the most important thing, academically, what's the major? How are classes going for you?
Classes are going good. I'm majoring in health sciences, and I want to be an occupational therapist. So I'm really enjoying that field, and I'm looking forward to what's in store.
You're at a great school and a great town for something
Yes.
along those lines. Faith, great to meet you. Again,
Thank
hope
you
you
for
stay
having
healthy
me.
and keep
Thank
knocking
you.
down those 3-pointers.
Thank you.
Sophomore, again, transfer from Akron University. It is Faith Stinson. That is our guest. Jaela Johnson will join us in the final segment of the show. And you can support athletes like Faith, like Jaela, and like everybody else involved with IUPUI. By becoming a member of the Jaguars Athletic Fund, you support 16 programs, over 250 student athletes. It enhances the overall experience for all student athletes at IUPUI, gives teams the resources necessary to pursue both athletic and academic excellence. Gifts made directly to the Jaguars Athletic Fund provide scholarship support, improve health and wellness opportunities, facility upgrades, and so much more. Join the Jaguar Athletic Fund today by going to IUPUIJags.com/givenow/JAF. We'll come back and wrap up the show next. We're live at Back 9 Golf Entertainment in downtown Indianapolis here on the ISC Sports Network. You're good.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gym and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead. We don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with boldness and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow.
Going the extra mile happens every day here at Perf Jones.
College is one of the biggest milestones you will undergo in your lifetime.
It's the excitement, I think, of knowing what you're producing is going to be on someone's wall with their diploma. It's pride, it's loyalty, it's passion. I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Welcome back for the final time this afternoon here on the IUPUI Coaches Show on the ISC Sports Network. Greg Rakestraw is my name. Jaela Johnson joining us now. We'll get to know her a little bit better coming up in a matter of moments. First, one more great sponsor to thank. That's our friends at 92C Partners. They support IUPUI Athletics. 92C Partners is a women-owned, full-service commercial real estate firm serving clients throughout Indiana and beyond. In addition to brokerage services, 92C provides strategic planning, space design, construction management, and project management. If you have any real estate needs, please visit 92partners.com. Jaela Johnson again joining us. Jaela, thank you very much for being here. And we joked about the fact that college has been a lifelong experience for you. This is year number 6 of playing college basketball. Is there going to be a year number 7 next year as well?
I'm praying there'll be a year number 7. It's my intent to stay another year. And thanks for having me on the show, too.
Of course. So a couple different injuries that have had your red shirt a couple times. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. In 2019-2020 season, I tore my right ACL going into my true sophomore year. And then last season, I tore my left ACL in our first game of the season. I went to Bellarmine University. We were playing LSU, and it was just a tragic.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
So we're hopefully we're all done with ACL injuries then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If that's the case.
I'm done with ACL injuries.
So a couple of years at Toledo, then back. Jaela's from Louisville and literally grew up down the street from the Bellarmine campus and played there a couple of years as well. Why was IUPUI then the right place to kind of continue your college basketball career here in year number 6 and beyond?
Well, first off, I want to thank Coach Kate for even taking interest in me. And I knew China from being back home, so there was connections there. And one thing that I made clear before I committed was that Christ was an important part of my life, and me and Coach Kate could connect on that. And then as far as academics go, they had a sports journalism program, and I love to write, so it all just was the perfect fit along with the people that I met and our coaching staff.
And so you already have an undergraduate degree, correct?
Yes, sir.
How much more work do you have before you get that master's degree?
This summer. I have one class to take in the summer for my master's in sports journalism.
So you will hopefully come back next year
Yes,
with 2 degrees in hand.
Yeah.
So then what are you working on next year if you're playing next year?
I think I'm going to take some small classes in English because I love to write.
Yeah.
And just to piggyback off of sports journalism, probably go into PR, public relations.
All right, so if you've done some master's work in sports journalism, my guess is you've probably been around Malcolm Moran. Is that correct? All right, for those that don't know, Malcolm is one of the most respected sports writers in the country. Wrote for Newsday and many other publications. Malcolm has called Indianapolis home for about the last 10 years now and has the Capital Sports Journalism Project that is based on the IUPUI campus. I hope you know the resource you have getting to work with him. What has it been like learning from him so far this year?
I didn't really know the resource that I had to start because sports journalism was new to me.
Right.
But I'm learning with each and every person that I talk to and interacting with him every day. But I don't know. It's a true honor and pleasure. He doesn't make us look at him as a professor, to get us prepared for the world of sports journalism. That's our editor. So it makes our assignments easier with that pressure of I'm I'm doing this work and you're going to edit it for me, like that true relationship that you'll have in the business world.
Now, one of the things that those kids in that master's program get to do is, frankly, cover the Horizon League tournament. Mm-hmm. Your plan is going to be to tell Professor Moran you're too busy playing in the tournament to cover it, right? That's how this is going to work out in a couple weeks?
Yeah. But even despite me like playing in the tournament, he always gives us opportunities to be able to cover events, so it's never a problem.
All right, let's talk about action on the court. How has the year gone for you so far?
Coming off an ACL injury, it can be kind of tough confidence-wise to come back, but I have amazing teammates and an amazing coaching staff that keeps my confidence up there. It's literally just a battle every single day to keep my head in the right place. It's not really my physical ability, but staying in the correct mental space, having the support system, like I said, of my teammates and my coaches has been great.
You got 4 more games left to go, 2 weeks until conference tournament play. Just how you feeling about where you guys are heading with just these 4 games left to go?
I think we feel great. Like Coach was saying and like Faith was saying too, things are starting to click for us, and no better time than now going into March for things to start to click for our team. I think with 10 new players, like the chemistry aspect, it's been tough, but I wouldn't rather get to know any other group of people. And I think that sense of inclusion on our team as the plays and the system is starting to click is there, so it'll be good for us.
In terms of being not too far away from home, being all of 2 hours away from Louisville, if that much, how you like living in Indianapolis so far?
I like it because my family is still easy accessible, but like I have that distance to where I can still become my own person. But it's fun. It's very vibrant. And it gives me a lot of opportunities wanting to go into the sports journalism profession. We have like the Indy 500, we have the Pacers, we have the Fever. Like there's so many opportunities for me to be able to display my talents.
You're going to hear the speech that I get to give students, whether I'm at IUPUI or other schools around the area, when I say, listen, there are different ways that we kind of rank markets in terms of what we do. Indianapolis is a top 25 television market. Indianapolis is a top 40 radio market. But in terms of sports markets, Indianapolis is one of the 10 best markets you can live in the country because of everything that happens here. You just touched on it. And so you got to maybe experience this weekend. We talked about this with Faith. Did you get to hang around some of the All-Star events this weekend?
I did not. I watched them mostly from the comfort of my apartment, but I kept up with it on social media just because there was so much going on, and we also had to prepare for a game, so didn't really get to get out too much.
But again, I hope you're still playing. But there's the first and second rounds of the men's tournament coming up in March. I know Ed can use an assistant, so I just volunteered you for that. You've got the Olympic swimming and diving trials taking place at Lucas Oil Stadium coming up this summer. Oh, yes, that Indy 500 thing that I get to kind of hang out at every year. So there are going to be some chances for you to learn coming up in the near future.
Yes, sir, and I'm excited for those opportunities as well.
All right, finally, before we let you go, just kind of from a standpoint of the rest of this season, what's going to make it successful for you and your teammates? What do you think this group is capable of with 4 games and conference tournament play left to go?
I think we're capable of going as far as we want to go. And I think not even focusing on the opponent, but as Coach has been telling us all year, like it's really about us and what we can do. Like we are our opponent. So if we just fine-tune our defense, keep trusting in the offense, we'll go as far as we'll take it.
All right, keep those knees healthy.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure our paths will cross again soon. Thanks for the time today, Jaela.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Jaela Johnson, again, working on her 2nd degree here at IUPUI, joining us to round out today's show. Thanks to Kate Bruce. Thanks to Faith Stinson. And you can't see them behind camera. This has been our biggest, team studio audience that we have had, as you hear by the requisite applause that goes with it. Next week, we're going to talk to the softball coach and a couple of key players because, yes, their season underway. They opened up playing UAB and Mississippi State last weekend. Obviously, if you're softball or baseball, which we don't have on this campus, you're heading south for the first couple of weeks of the season. So we'll catch up with them coming up next week. Again, you can see the IUPUI women's basketball team at home. Both games this week. Wednesday night against Cleveland State at 7 o'clock. Saturday afternoon against Purdue-Fort Wayne at 2. IUPUIJags.com/tickets for more information. For our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew behind the scenes, my name is Greg Rakestraw. We'll do it again at Back 9 next Monday at 1 o'clock. Thanks for joining us on ISC.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gym and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.